Okay, you guys, god damn it. Before I start talking about what I want to talk about, I want to say something. Oh shit. Wait a minute, you guys. I ain't hooked. You guys think I'm crazy. I know you motherfuckers think I'm crazy. Well, let me see, let me make sure. Yeah. I know you motherfuckers. Where's my shit at? Oh. I know y'all think I'm crazy because I be doing this shit and act like it's the first time every time. It ain't the first time. But every time I do something, I don't give a fuck. I act like it's the first time. Every time I get it abroad, it's the first time. Oh, well, what I want to talk about is this. You got to understand. Let me pull my mic close. You got to understand this. And this is not bragging. You know, I always talk about I get no complaints. Motherfuckers don't complain. Woo, woo, woo. Some motherfucker complained. I just got off the, phone with PayPal. They telling me this motherfucker spent $450 with me and he complaining. And I told him, I say, well, ma'am, there's one thing that you got to understand. I can't stop the complaints. And she said, well, you don't have many complaints. What I'm saying, ma'am, is I can't stop them. But, and I told her this, and this is what I want to tell you guys. I told her, I say, if you look at the history I have with you, it goes back over 12 years. I've been selling the same things. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you cool with PayPal, they'll loan you some money. They didn't loan me 60 racks, over 60 racks, and I didn't pay them back. And what I'm saying is, when I told her that, and she looking it up, she said, oh, yeah, I see. You're like some kind of customer, whatever she was saying, meaning I'm a good guy. And what I'm saying is, I told her this, and I'm saying, so also, if you look at my complaints in over 12, she said it's been 15 years. Well, over those years, how many complaints? 1, 2, 4. Well, how many of them did I refund the money? Well, none. Well, how many was resolved because that person either misunderstood something or they were lying and we caught them? And she didn't say anything. What I'm saying is this, fellas. What was in my favor is that this bitch is looking at me over 12 years, paying her consistently back on whatever the hell they gave me, which means I'm an upstanding person. Then she looks at the complaints, and none of them are matching this dude's complaint. Like this dude said he didn't feel he was getting what he paid for. Everybody else's complaint was whatever it was. I don't remember. But my point, what I'm telling you, is that, man, I am well established. And I talk hella shit. And I am not inviting you motherfuckers to just inundate PayPal with a whole bunch of motherfucking complaints. But everyone that comes up, don't you think I got the emails associated with it? So when they escalate this shit, which dude is going to deny what I'm saying, when they escalate it and I show them the fucking emails telling them exactly what I'm telling y'all right now, they're going to say, okay, case closed. But I got to go through the bullshit. The different steps, waiting for them to get back to me, blah, 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 which is not a big deal. The big deal is that I hate this fucking shit. I mean, I hate for a motherfucker to accuse me of anything, let alone not delivering. Because I pride myself in delivering every fucking thing I tell you out of my goddamn mouth. I'm not one of these dudes that be talking shit so you can like or whatever the fuck. I give a fuck if you like what I'm saying. So what I'm actually saying right now, the vast majority of you motherfuckers ain't hardly, trying to do the shit I'm talking about. But there are motherfuckers that do. And you got to understand, I deal with them. So when you kicking it with me and I'm coming at you a certain kind of way, it's because you right now at this point sounding like, motherfuckers I come this way at. But if we keep talking and I see I'm wrong or you wrong and we come to whatever, man, it's cool because ain't nothing wrong with a disagreement. Ain't nothing wrong with a disagreement. Let me tell you something, man. To be honest, there's nothing wrong with fantasizing. I used to fantasize. I really did. I fantasized about having a bunch of girlfriends and being a pimp. I fantasized about a lot of shit. Being a fireman. But the fireman, when I really thought about it, man, I ain't going in no goddamn building that's burning. Thought about being a truck driver. I ain't finna drive all over the motherfucking place. Whatever the fuck. But when I start thinking about being a hustling motherfucker, I mean, that was it for me. And I started out doing just like everybody else, playing dice, doing whatever. Then I went to pool, became a motherfucker shooting pool. While I was shooting pool, I ended up selling dope, weed, not dope, but weed. And then the nigga started selling cane, which is dope. But what I'm saying is all of it was because I wanted it. I had fantasized about it. By the way, who will call in and tell me right now if what I'm talking about is a fantasy or a dream? Come on, whoever call in, I'm going to hit you with that audio book, Rosebud the American Pimp, 6 hours of uncut dope. Whoever the fuck call in and tell me the correct answer, of course, because that's what it's about, getting game. Let's see who getting it, who listening. Come on. Wait a minute, man. Did I put the shit? Yeah, it's up. And yeah, my shit on. What the fuck is up with you guys? Ain't nobody calling? All right, fuck you. All right, that's the kind of guys I be getting. But any motherfucking way, since you don't want to know the difference between a fantasy and a dream, I'ma just kick it like you do.
Call from
D.
6.
Motherfucking D. Which D is this? The Marcus or the D that after 3 questions?
Hey, ain't the motherfucker with the 3 questions?
Okay, then. What's up, bro?
Not much, man. You answer your question and you live in your dream.
Answer the question then.
You live in your dream. I ain't catching no good about it. You can answer the question.
Brother. Either something is going on with your phone because, it ain't sounding right. I ain't hearing you correctly. Are you hearing me correctly?
Yeah, you correctly.
Okay, bro. So it's either you, slow down, or whatever, so that we can talk. Hold on, let me get this call and put him on hold.
Call from
Brian.
Hey, Brian, you got to hold on, bro, because I got another call, but I will get back to you, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, bro, go ahead, 252.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, I was going to ask you, what was your question again?
The difference, I was explaining some shit, and I was using the word fantasize. I fantasized about being a truck driver, fireman, and all this motherfucking shit when I was a kid. And then I said, or was I fantasizing? And then I asked the question, what is the difference, or do you know the difference between fantasizing and dreaming?
Oh yeah, fantasizing. It's just like what you think you might want to do, but at the same time, you're not really putting the effort in. Dreaming something that starts an idea and you start putting the effort in, and then realizing that you can do it, or you just can't do it.
God damn it. I don't want to know your motherfucking name, but you fucking make me proud, god damn it, because that's right. It wouldn't have been that's not how I would have said it, but I hear what you said. Otherwise, fantasizing is when you're just talking shit. Dreaming is when you're like seeing something that you could actually reach and you start trying to reach it. I love that, man. So, my email is askrosebud with 2 D's at gmail.com. You got to hit me, and you know your phone number, so you got to put your the area code in there so I'll know it's you, and then we rolling, okay?
Hey, to let you know, I already got it. I already been on tapped on too.
No wonder you slick, you motherfucker, man. That ain't fair, man. You supposed to let a nigga know you already gamed up, man. You know, let me get
bullshit, man.
Hey. If you want to hold on, you can, but let me get my other caller.
Go ahead.
601, what's happening with you, brother?
Yes, sir. To answer the question, I was saying what you're describing is dreaming.
Well, I described, you said it was dreaming.
Yes, sir. You were saying.
I know what I was saying, but I don't understand your answer.
Oh, no, I was just trying to answer to the question you're saying.
What's the difference? You just said it was dreaming. What's the difference between fantasizing and dreaming?
I feel like fantasizing is just you just thinking about it, not really. It's almost like you just mentally getting high off the idea. But dreaming is more so you get like a plan to put into action to get said dream accomplished.
Now let me ask you this, because I'm gonna hit you with the shit too.
All right.
Let me ask you this. Which one do you think the average dude of today is doing?
Fantasizing.
Why do you say that?
Let's see. Why am I saying that? It just seems like people don't really live up to the potential that they have, and I include myself into that.
Bro, stop. Bro, man, I really gotta hit you. Cause see, the shit you just said, you don't even know what you just said. What'd you just say?
I say it's like people.
No, you said I include myself in it.
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying is that's what's up. Seeing the real and accepting that you're a part of it or not. And if you are, accepting what you need to do. No motherfucker can accept what they need to do if they don't accept what's going on.
Yes, sir.
So, just like I told bruh, askrosebud@gmail.com. Now, I know a gang of motherfuckers can do that, but you hit me and you make sure you include the first 6 digits of your phone number. And I know it's you. And I will, hit you with that audio book. 6 hours of pure dope.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, for sure. Now, back to my nigga on 252. Hey, man, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bro. Hey, man, I'm seriously interested in where you coming from as far as, the fantasizing and the the dreaming.
Hey, can I say one thing that I took you
say what you want to say, bro.
Listen to when you first started up saying you said one thing, you ain't know how to do it, but you was gonna fake it until you learn to actually have to be in the game. I took that a mile with me. Some niggas fake it just to portray it, but some niggas fake it to learn from it to become more into it.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. Hold on, let me get this call.
Call from
Montana.
Hey, bro, I got to get back to you, all right? You hold on like a couple minutes, all right?
Cool.
Hey, bro, let's go. Finish up with what you saying, man, so I can go on, D.
Are you good? I was just gonna say, some niggas fake it just to get the bitches. Other niggas fake it, they actually learn from it, and realize the bitches come with it.
Hey, you said a mouthful right there. You get the game, and the bitches is coming with it. You execute it, they coming with it because that's what they looking for. They ain't looking for the conversation. They ain't looking for the shit you trying to show her. Really, they looking for what they looking for, and that's a motherfucker that got real game, and they can see it in how you move. Hey, man, that's good shit, man. Let me I gotta get back with dude, man. Be cool. I'm gone. Hey, 262, what's happening?
What's up, man? Hey, we still on the question, right?
No, it's been answered 2 times already.
Oh, for sure. All right, never mind then.
You ain't got nothing to say?
No, man, I had my mind on that question.
What was your answer?
All right,
Wait. Now, you in line for the shit too. But you can't really tell me the same shit I've been hearing already, because that just means you repeating what you heard. You feel me?
Yeah, it ain't the same.
Come on.
All right, I'm gonna give an answer, and I'm gonna give a small explanation. I think it's really no difference between the two, because you can turn the dream into the reality, and you can turn the fantasy into the reality. It all really depends on the word that you use.
Stop. You absolutely ass backwards wrong. You started off saying there's no difference between the two. Right there, you are fucked up. You know why? Because when you fantasize, you never intend to do it. It's a fantasy.
Right.
When you dream, some people just dream the dream. But some people dream and they dream of shit they gonna do. And when they wake up out that dream, they pursue whatever it is they was dreaming about. Let's say whatever they was dreaming about, me, my black ass, I'm asleep thinking about SWU. And when I wake up, you see SWU is going. Dreams can be made real. Fantasies will always be that. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand. Appreciate it, man.
Wait. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with it.
What makes sense to you about it?
That fantasies don't get accomplished and dreams might do.
So, man, like I told the other 2 brothers, nobody else call in about this. But like I told them other 2 brothers, ask Rosebud with 2 D's at gmail.com. Make sure you put the first 3 digits the first 6 digits of your phone number so I'll know it's you. And then I'm going to send you that shit, man. I like a motherfucker that think and defend what he thinks. I like that.
Right.
So you good with me, all right?
For sure. Appreciate it, man.
You know it. Hey, these calls, this is why I like the calls versus me just talking. The calls they just more. Excuse me. God damn it, I ain't got no water in here. I gotta get some water, god damn it. Okay. But what I'm really trying to get you guys to understand about me is that I think about everything. And I make my thoughts make everything make sense to me according to the way I think. I don't ever really try to adjust to what someone is thinking. Now, I'm not saying this is dope, but what I am saying is when I used to fantasize about being a pimp, because like I said, fantasize about being a cop, about being a preacher. I fantasized about all that shit. But each time I started thinking about whatever it was, I couldn't see myself really doing it until it came to being a hustler. And I never, really got into being on my knees shooting dice or arguing about some kind of bet. So slowly but surely, I kind of just went toward this pimping. But what I'm saying is, even when I fantasized about being a pimp, I didn't really fantasize about having a gang of hoes. I just didn't. All I fantasized about was looking cool and driving down the street in my motherfucking caddy. Now, I did sometimes fantasize about, riding by hoes on the track or something. But for some reason, I just did not. And I'm serious. I'm telling you the truth. I didn't picture them bitches as being mine. Now, it really don't matter one way or another, how that shit go. It's just that there's always been something about the game that intrigued me. And once I got in it, I just was in it. I'm talking about knee deep all the way. Once I was able, I stayed draped. Because what other way is it for a nigga to dress us in this game? I'm just saying, I stayed laced. Everything came out of my mouth was about this pimping. And this is because I kicked it with motherfuckers. Man, you just don't know. The Wicked Cricket, fucking Marshall Johnson. I'm saying, man, these dudes was monsters. I'm talking about real, live monsters. Pretty Willie. Motherfucking Shantae, my motherfucking dog. Nigga when I came to Hollywood, that nigga was already a monster. So don't get me wrong. We didn't come up together. I just, came up with the nigga. But he was already up when I met him, that motherfucking Tay. But what I'm saying is I had to represent what impressed me. Now, back when I was, shooting dice and selling dope, all that little shit, what impressed me was my brother-in-law, Red. This nigga knew how to sell dope. And he was my sister's boyfriend. And, they was sneaking a kiss. And they was in the kitchen. And I was looking through the window in this little garden type shit in the front. Fiending on him. And Red seen me. And Mary panicked, my sister. So Red came out and he said, "Hey, man." And he started talking. He had a Mercury with a glass top. He was in the service. This nigga was cool. Yellow ass nigga. He said, "Hey, man, look. You got any zigzag?" I said, "Huh?" He said, "You got any zigzag?" I said, "No." And then he said, "Oh, shit, man, I needed some zigzag. I got to roll me a joint." And he went back inside. Man, I went to the motherfucking, not right that moment, but I went to the store the next time I was there. I bought some zigzags. And I had these motherfucking zigzags for a long time, waiting for this nigga to need some papers. And he never did. And I asked him, man, you need some papers? And he said, "Man, yeah. You know what? How'd you know that?" And he started rolling the joint. I never had smoked weed at this point. He rolled the joint. Then he say, "Here." And it was a little matchbox. He reached into the matchbox and grabbed some weed and said, "Here, man, roll yourself your own weed, man. I'm finna go. Man, and I didn't even smoke weed. But that was the beginning of me fucking with this nigga. And this nigga, I think I was about in the, I don't know, 8th grade, 7th grade. And I just learned everything I needed to know from him. The reason my real foundation, the reason it's like it is because of him. So what I'm saying that for is to let you motherfuckers know where I'm coming from, where I got my outlook. And once I start pimping and left that dope shit alone, this nigga Shantae, something about me he liked, and that motherfucker, I mean, the nigga ain't gonna say I like you, man. I'm finna give you some game. Nigga ain't gonna say no shit like that. But he ain't gonna hide shit from you. Otherwise, he got some problem going on with the bitch. Hey man, look, I gotta take care of some business, bud. Why don't you call me a little later? Ushering me out the door. That nigga didn't do that. If he had a problem with the bitch, he handled it right now in front of me and everything. Which meant I learned it meant that I had his respect. So what I'm saying is, I guess he knew he had my respect, but I never told him. But what I'm saying is, once I seen this shit, all this pimp shit, that this nigga that was already a motherfucker was letting me witness, that I was able to see how a real pimp handled shit. Man, ain't no way I wasn't gonna idolize him. I wasn't gonna do exactly what I saw. This nigga was a motherfucker. He was handling shit like this. Now, I ain't the same nigga, so I'm definitely gonna handle it my way. But if it's about doing it right now, doing it right now. What I do is gonna be on me, but I'm finna handle it right now. If it's about, doing the big shit, you're gonna do it. Now, why I'm saying this is that, do any of you motherfuckers know where you come from? Do any of you understand what was a real determining point in your life? No, you don't think about that shit because that shit is not interesting to you. What I'm saying is, I kicked it with giants, and all we spoke about was game. So once I got game, what did it do? It allowed me to stay deep with hoes. Because I don't give a fuck how many hoes I had. I went to work every night like I was holeless. White around the mouth as Al Joseph. Hungrier than a timber wolf. I didn't take no fucking lunch breaks. Doing this shit allowed me to live affluently because I spent my money on the proper things. And the proper things are things for my image and my reputation. Who the fuck did I learn that from? Just in case you motherfuckers are slow. Tay, this nigga, I learned this. I didn't know this. I come to Hollywood green as a motherfucker. Green as a pool table and twice as square. Shit. I learned shit. The way I thought about the game was that it was a special gift. It was a special gift that I was able not to get, but to be able to get. All I had to do was fuck with the right people. I could excuse me, I could have fucked with them sucker motherfuckers that I had met before I met Tay. Motherfuckers talking to all that old motherfucking shit. Nah, I was by myself, which is one reason them big niggas start noticing me. Because I didn't hang on. I ain't hanging on what no motherfucker saying. And let me tell you, motherfucker, something. Fantasizing. You fantasize about being a big pimp, let's say. Now you kicking it with a big pimp. Do you tell him, I've always fantasized about kicking it with a guy like you? Or do I act like I'm him? And as long as what I'm doing is cool with him, I'm learning how to be a real big pimp. But guess what? I was doing it so well, the nigga thought I was a big pimp. Ha! Now, come on, man. Come on. The nigga didn't realize I wasn't really on his level till one day I went in his house. And I said, damn, man, you living like the stars. That nigga stopped in his tracks. Huh? I say, nigga, you living like the stars. He said, nigga, we are the stars. God damn. Whoo! That shit woke me up. I don't give a fuck what now one of you motherfuckers say. This nigga, Tay, is responsible for me thinking like I think. Because I was an Oakland nigga, fuck a bitch. This nigga was a Hollywood nigga, fuck a bitch. But, man, come on, man. You got to get paid by this motherfucker, so you can't really just say fuck her. I was really saying fuck a bitch. Man, this nigga, had a whole bunch of problems. This nigga had whole problems. And I watched all of it. I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna let this happen. I'm just seeing shit. The nigga like 3-4 years older than me. I guess he got that many years on me in the game too. But my point is that I was green. And either this real shit was gonna scare me or intrigue me. Now, which one do you think it did? So, what I'm saying, man, you get this gift. And this gift is to be able to receive game. And then you meet these special motherfucking people who specialize in spitting fire. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been doused with water by niggas, who was sharper than me. Fuck, Wicked Cricket, Pretty Willie. I'm talking about, goodness, Maurice Snyder. He wasn't really sharper than me, but he was on before me, and he wasn't scared of me. So the nigga would talk shit to me. Me and that nigga ain't never had no problem. And he was a little nigga like me. Like Shantae is a little nigga. I'm just saying, we got them Napoleon motherfucking complexes. We gonna be big regardless. Man, it was just so many people, Hollywood motherfucking hots. I'm talking about Dominic. Man, I could just go on. It's just so many I done left out hella motherfuckers. And if they see this video, they're gonna throw darts at me because I didn't mention their fucking name. But what I'm saying is, It was a game. A game. Motherfuckers putting this shit down right. That's why you either did it right or you didn't. And if you did, you would know. Because them niggas would bless you with their presence or allow you to be in their presence. So what I'm saying is I fucking understood that no matter how much I thought about myself, unless these motherfuckers think, similar, I ain't shit. So I rose from a nobody to one of the few motherfuckers who could really claim to have done this shit right. And in the end, the only thing that I can rely on, I'm talking about after all the shit, the only thing I can rely on is my wit and my wisdom. That's all. Those two things have been with me all along, through thick and thin, beginning to end. My wit and my wisdom. I was not afraid to assert myself when I should. And I was not scared to shut the fuck up when I should. The real key is learning where that line is. And when you do it wrong, you just ain't gonna get the longevity. You may get what you want doing it wrong, but the longevity ain't gonna happen. I mean, my nigga Tay, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying I didn't, got put money in his pocket. But me and him kicking about shit. I've been doing shit internet-wise hella longer than him. But do you think I hold back? Man, that nigga need any information. I'm spitting it. Why? He spit it with me. So what I'm saying, I don't give a fuck what he do with the information. But if it's something that's gonna help him roll, I'm down and dirty because listen, being real in front of me, even though I could have thought some of the shit was weak, taught me how to pimp. Taught me how to not let my emotions get in front of something. Otherwise, for a long time, I used to tell my bitches, bitch, I ain't got no revolving door. If you leave me, fuck you and damn you. You can't come back. And for a long time, bitches didn't leave. But then when they started leaving, I realized, man, I was scared of this shit. I'm telling them they can't come back. Because 9 out of 10 of them wanted to come back. So I'm saying you can't come back in my mind. Why am I saying that? I'm like refusing money. I never understood that's what I was doing until I was fucking with Tay. He said, nigga, please, man. The bitch gonna be whoever she is, nigga. But if she here a day or an hour or 50 years, you want all the money. And if she the bitch you could put, something into, then, do that. But if she ain't, pimp on her motherfucking ass until she gone. I'm talking about we riding in the car just talking about shit. And that nigga dropped that gem on me. He thought that he was saying something funny to me. Because this is 6-7 months into us fucking around. He still don't know I'm green as fuck. Because I know how to play my hand. Shit. You ain't finna know shit. You ain't gonna intimidate me. I ain't gonna be scared to think and say whatever it is I fucking think. But at the same time, I'm always know I'm green. And this shit is new to me. And it's like nowhere near what I was thinking before. I ain't doing what I was doing before. Goddamn, I was being a goddamn sucker. Running around trying to shoot dice and all that old goddamn shit. I'm a real motherfucker now. I'm pimping. And you got to develop that mentality. A lot of niggas don't. That's why they can't pimp. They don't think pimp. And I mean, I might have, but I'm serious. I don't think I would have been the nigga I am if I wouldn't have met that nigga Shantae. Because out of all the niggas, or whoever I'm finna send this audio book to, you gonna hear about Hollywood Delano. Now, he was the first nigga that really was a pimp that I met. And he was from Hollywood, and he said, Nick, because I told him, nigga, I'm going to Hollywood. Oh, nigga, you don't want to go to Hollywood. You're going to end up meeting Joe Cato. You're going to end up meeting this nigga Shantae. You know, them niggas going to take your business. Ooh. I'm telling you, the more he said that, the more I fucking wanted to go. Shantae, I really wanted to meet that nigga. Because he was the nigga you don't want to meet. Everybody, oh no, you don't want to fuck with that nigga. Man, I couldn't wait. I didn't tell people that, but when I did meet the nigga and we got cool, and I realized how little pimp was in me, man, I couldn't cut that nigga loose. The nigga, you know what? Shantae was my mentor. Hey, don't, oh, well, the nigga gonna see this, so whatever, I ain't know. The nigga was my mentor. I'm serious. That motherfucker was my mentor. And I say it all the time. I definitely copied my parenting behind him because his son, Shantae Jr., I've been knowing Shantae Jr. since he was about 4 seconds old. I was there with his dad when this nigga come out the pussy. That's how tight me and that nigga is. Do you have a nigga tight like that? Fellas, you gotta understand what makes me me. Man, I got longevity as far as relationships, friendships. I'm talking about competition. That nigga Jimmy Star, may he rest in peace. That nigga was a competitor of mine. Sure, we argued. Sure, we motherfucking had negative shit to say about each other. But I respect that nigga as who he was. And I respect that nigga because I grew up with that nigga. I wasn't 16, but I was like 20, 21 when I met that nigga. And he was Star Child then. Star Child, baby. So, man, I don't have enemies. I really don't. I mean, there's people that probably hate me, but they ain't my enemy because I don't fuck with them. See, your enemy you fuck with. You just don't like him. Jimmy fit that motherfucking category with me. But now that he didn't pass, man, I wish I would say anything negative about that motherfucker. The nigga pimped. Star Child, baby. That was Jimmy's Star Child, baby. That nigga. And his wife, Rosalind, you don't find him any better than her. I think he met her and they never departed until he died. That could be 50 years. I'm not sure, but that could be 50 years. That's that's something. That motherfucker ain't the only one that did that. But believe me, that's something I wanted to do. But I didn't get to do it. But that's something I wanted to do. Turn out with whoever and baby stay down until you decide to stop. Come on. If there's a definition of a bad bitch, that's it. Period. Good, bad, and different. Who in the fuck care? This was there. So I know they ain't gonna need shit from me. But if let's say she did, believe it or not, I'd come up. Because she represented. Jimmy did too. I don't give a fuck if his style was different than mine. The nigga represented, he was about it. So, what I'm saying is, or not what I'm saying is, back in the day, I'd pull into Hollywood, let's say like 1 o'clock in the morning, hit Sunset, well, right away, roll up and down the track, a few times, seeing what it is. And then I'd head to one of the motherfucking spots. And once I park, because see, fucking with Shantae, I had become somebody. Listen, I had become somebody. But little did I know, I had fucking with Shantae put a big target on my fucking back. Because they hated him. They hated Shantae. Not one motherfucker had something good to say about this nigga. And here I am rolling with him now. And I don't know none of this shit because I ain't from Hollywood. So niggas is charging me, coming at me with woo-woo. Nigga, one time Shantae was finna say something. I say, nigga, you ain't got to say shit for me. And I handled whatever was going on. We was walking in the club. Nigga, don't do that kind of shit, nigga. Nigga say, bud, you a motherfucker. I didn't realize that was being a motherfucker. That's how you be a motherfucker. You don't get to plan what you gonna do. You just better do the right motherfucking thing when the shit jump off. And I always did. I'm talking about no matter what I knew or what I did not know when I was in a certain environment, the first couple of years in Hollywood, I always did the right thing. If it shut the fuck up, it was that. If it was buy all the motherfucking blow and don't say shit about it, buy everybody drinks, I don't give a fuck. Because all them niggas I'm doing that for, that's what they did. So they can recognize it in me. Come on, you motherfuckers. You don't want to be down. You just want to talk that goddamn shit. So, let's say I didn't settle in and, I didn't have myself a couple of drinks. I checked my watch to see I got like 60 minutes. to spot some bitch who's in here waiting, who been in here waiting patiently for my motherfucking ass to come. Oh shit, hold on you guys. Fuck. What did you need? Hey, what'd you need? Oh. Okay, you guys, I'm back in. I've been waiting on that. That was UPS bringing me. I ordered me some fucking slippers. Real fly. I ain't gonna show them to you, but fuck it. I'm sorry. But the bitch was waiting for me all this time. She don't know she been waiting for me. I know she been waiting for me. So what I'm saying is I look over the crowd and I spot one, so I'm finna head to the men's room. This how a nigga play. I don't give a fuck what you do. Shit, I go to the men's room and on the way, I pass that tight-lipped snow bunny checking out my motherfucking swag. She's eyeing my every move, so of course I'm gonna shoot her a smile. Hey, girl. And if she blush, bingo. To me, that's big action. But of course, I'm going to the bathroom. So I think to myself, if this bitch is here when I come out, shit, I'm going to get at her. Let me tell you something. After I relieve myself and come out, and you know, she's still there with her eyes on the motherfucking men's room waiting for me to come out. Shit. My pimping tells me I should walk a little closer to her on my way back to wherever the bar or wherever I'm supposed to be going. And as I pass her motherfucking ass, she gonna say something. Well, she's not gonna say, but she's gonna say something. So let's just say she said, you know, something gotta be really important as fast as you going. And I'll turn and I'll say, you know, I'm rushing to my drink so I can hurry up and get back here and talk to you. At least speak with you. You have to put these dramatic pauses in your conversation. This just pulls them in. If you don't know when to pause, if you don't know how to make your conversation effective, then you just, you know, really counting on any motherfucking thing, which I don't do that. So I'm just saying, after I tell her I'm rushing to pay for my motherfucking drinking so I can get back and fuck with her, and I'm going to say, because you look like you can recognize shit from sugar. You say something like that, man. Listen, foul language. Motherfucking bitch, woo. Nah, you don't want to do that kind of goddamn shit. You want to say cuss words at the opportune time so they don't get offended. They just get the effect. Come on, man. I know all this about conversation. How the fuck do you think I was a pimp? Like I was. Shit. What I'm saying is, if the bitch smile, whatever, which is all I'm going to need, because I'm going to go get my drink, and then I'm going to come back to that motherfucking bitch. And what I'm saying is I'm going to slide next to her and I'm going to blow her mind for a few moments with, you know, some of this conversation I got. And then I'm going to tell that bitch, you know, it shouldn't take you long to see, you know, you've been waiting for me. You've been waiting for me all the time you've been here. But if it, you know, really did take you this long, as far as you have to wait, we all know that wait sunk the ship. Hey, coming at a bitch where she got to figure out what the fuck you talking about? Come on, man. That bitch is getting closer and closer to you. So my thing is, I want the bitch to tell me she's ready when I am. But I know I gotta play for it. What I'm saying is, God damn it, most times I don't think I'm received as well as I should be received. But I'm not one of these motherfuckers who go along with the, the okie doke bullshit. So I believe there is still a such thing as what was preached when I came up. You kick it right, and you stay within the boundaries of this game, you coming up. So, but I will concede to the fact that times have changed, and some of the methods I would imagine has changed also. But this percentage, whatever shit you guys call you doing 50-50 or whatever, that's just too much. I mean, are you motherfuckers out there really trying to direct a woman with 50% of your efforts? Or are you out there getting 50% of every dime she gets? What I'm saying is you give 50%, you get 50%, but you put 150% of your efforts in. So what I'm saying is, come on, where's the fairness? When you getting 50%, this whole gonna give you hella problems. Now, whatever it is, I don't, think the times have changed or the times changing means you got to do that kind of shit. You should have. I'm not talking about just pimping the bitch. I'm talking about ass fucking with women. Men should have a shared understanding. It should be a standard that you won't go below to fuck with a broad. Now, if you could establish that and live to that, you guys would see that these women would start reacting to you the way they're supposed to. But as long as you're so sparingly, one is here in Nevada, another one is in Arizona, and some other motherfuckers in New York. I mean, how these bitches gonna see that? You guys gotta hear what I'm saying and group together, not with each other, because I know some of you motherfuckers, soft as you are, you start liking dudes. So I ain't trying to say that, be on the down low and nothing, but sooner rather than later, only the suckers will be out there claiming this shit. And that's what you want. Because the suckers don't do nothing but fat the frog for a snake.
Call from
Tom.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, bud? How you doing today, brother?
I'm good, brother. What's up?
I'm good. Dude, I was thinking about some stuff when you were talking. So, one thing I wanted to ask you was, do you think you had to be around the big Pistons players?
Wait. Do I think you have to be what?
Around the big Pistons players to become a big Pistons player? Or can you be off the influence of what you see on TV?
Well, let me ask you something, man. You know anything about baseball?
Yes.
Do you think, because you know how to put on a glove, and you can field the grounder and catch a fly ball, and when you get up to bat, you can hit the ball. Do you think you'll become a great baseball player without being around motherfuckers that are great baseball players?
Hell no.
So what I'm saying is that's what your question is. That's exactly what your question is saying. Fuck no, you can't be no big motherfucking pimping ass thinking motherfucker unless you fucking with a big, that shit. You are what you eat. You are who you are around as far as your friends. That makes sense to you, bro?
It does. It does.
So go ahead.
Oh, well, you see a motherfucker on TV, that's automatically rare.
Yeah, but on
So
TV, think about this,
around
man.
first
Think
day.
about, wait. Think about this. You see, you ever watch Law and Order?
Yeah.
So you see how those courtroom scenes go. You see how the police tactics go. Some of it's real, some of it's not. But what I'm saying is that's TV. It's going to make the point they're trying to make so that particular episode could go on. Life don't. Life hits you with what's real right now, and you have right now to decide whatever the fuck you're going to do. Now, on TV, you can flip the channel. In life, your light's going to get turned out. Now, I ain't talking about your house lights. I'm talking about your life, if you make the wrong mistake. So you got to understand it's the big difference. Fuck TV, man. You guys, a lot of you guys really and truly believe what you read and what you see as far as media. Then you actually want to come out and be in the streets or whatever with those beliefs. Let me ask you something, man. You heard of a Mac and a player and all this stuff, right?
Yes.
Are they different men?
Not really. No.
What do you mean, not really?
Because they all have the same vision and mission.
Check game, bro. You are right. They're not different. But listen to this. At one time, I'm talking about way the 20s or maybe in the teens, they used to say macaroni. But maybe wait, let me change that. The word was some kind of French word or some kind of Italian word, and it was like macaroni or something like that. In niggas, but this word was for the guys that was pimps or kind of pimps in the French or France or Italy or wherever. But when some niggas go over to France or Italy, wherever this is, and they have bitches and they come back, they start talking that shit. So they say, yeah, man, niggas are macaroni. Now he might say the word the way it's supposed to be said, but me hearing it, and I'm, talking shit later, I want to repeat it. It sounds like macaroni to me. You understand that?
Oh, yeah.
So just follow me. What I'm saying is I'm out talking that macaroni, blah, blah, blah. And over a few years, the word macaroni get associated with pimp because pimps is saying they're macaronis. Now, these pimps are also, man, I ain't finna say that whole word. I'm a Mac. Now, these pimps that know what macaroni is know what this pimp is saying. But this sucker that overheard that word and he want to be a pimp, but he really can't be a pimp. He don't have the qualities or all of the qualities that it take, but he can talk to a broad, he can catch a broad, and he know how to have more than one broad at the same time, but he can't let them know about each other. Maybe that's the one thing that he can't do that pimps do. So instead of him saying he's a pimp, he started talking about I'm a Mac. And it's slowly over time, different versions of you can't pimp became player, Mac, hustler, all that other bullshit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, simply because they couldn't say that one part about the pimp
So
being able to have the multiple women that know about each other.
yeah, so what I'm saying is we all gotta be conscious of the words we use. And the only way you can really use the correct words when you, especially if you're talking to a generation between us, you know, I don't know, you don't sound too much, you don't even sound 30, but maybe, I don't know, but I'm 70, so there's a lot of years between us, so there could be a communication gap because I ain't up on all the lingo you know you youngsters be using. I'm up on some of it, but not all of it. So I like to
Well,
talk. Go ahead.
I'm trying to use the version that you portray.
You trying to use the version that what?
That you portray.
That I portray?
Or portrayed in past.
Well, no, I mean, I ain't saying you wrong when I ask you. I just want to hear you right. So you saying you trying to represent the version that I portray?
Right.
Okay, let me get clearly. What was you saying again as far as what you think or was asking?
Hey, yeah, you a motherfucker,
man. Bro, listen, man. Listen to me. Sure, you don't remember. But what I'm saying is, what did you learn? You should have learned that if you want to have a point, you better, you know, some kind of way write it down or woo, because we might get to talking about a whole bunch of shit. And then I say, what was your point again? Because I didn't remember either. But I know how to play my hand. hey, listen to me, bro. I didn't remember either. So I'm going to make it like, now, what was you saying? And then if you know what the fuck you was saying, you would say, I said woo. Now you don't know I wasn't up on it. You just think that I wanted clarified, blah, blah, blah. But if you say, oh shit, I don't remember either. There we are. But you know what I'm saying?
No, I think.
Hey man, this is called kicking it, bro. You know, you guys say kicking it, but you really don't know what kicking it means. You know, kicking it has a real meaning. Kicking it means somebody, let's say 3 people is in a room and they're talking. Either 2 of them is listening because somebody has whatever to tell them, or 2 of them is saying different versions of the same thing to this one person. But the point is, they're exchanging information about the game that they in. That's kicking it. If you a bootlegger and you doing that shit, I'm saying you talking about the best way to get your shit to where you talking about to get it without having problems, blah blah blah. If you a con motherfucker, you talking about how you can't get excited, you know, about different shit. You know, when you see some shit, you know, working, you got to con. You know, if you a pimp nigga, you talking about some pimp shit, but you kicking that game. Did you know that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You did know that?
Yeah. It's just that's when I learned who people are when we trying to kick in.
You learn from people what?
I learned who people are a lot of times from trying to kick game with that.
Okay, you can see that they either have it or not, is what you're saying, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're right about that too. Look, man, you had a lot of good shit to say, man. I really appreciate you, man. You got anything else you want to ask?
Yes, the other part was pimps is all over the place, right?
Pimps is all over the place.
Yeah, like international.
Okay.
So when you try to come out or something like that,
Wait a
you have to
minute.
go to the
Wait.
capital of the.
Wait. You said when you're trying to come out of something like that?
Yeah,
Okay, you said pimps.
not come out. I'm sorry, bro. The word I should have used go into.
Okay, so say when you're trying to what?
Go into something like pimping.
Okay, when you're trying to enter the game, go ahead.
And you know it's everywhere, but to get around the people you talk about, you would have to go only to certain places.
Well, yes and no. What I'm saying is, if let's say you're trying to enter, it doesn't matter where you're at. Because even if you're somewhere where let me get this and put them on hold, brother. Hold on.
Call from
Jay Will.
Jay, you got a hold, man, and I'll be back to you in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so wherever you at, brother, and let's say you got a broad that want to get down. She's square, don't know shit. You got to tell her, not point this dude out, but just say, look, the next couple of hours, I don't care where she at. You just say you got to see somebody and do something. Now the bitch don't know what to do, but what I'm saying is, since this bitch is finna go try to do what you saying, your job is to find out where to take her motherfucking ass tomorrow if she come back. Now, if she come back, let's say she made $40, you got to tell the bitch how that ain't no motherfucking money. Bitch, look, we going, and wherever it is you heard that y'all need to go. Now, let's say the $40 ain't enough to get you there. Look, bitch, I want you to go give me some more money, blah, 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 till I get a couple of 200, whatever, and then I'm gonna get us some tickets, whatever. I'm just saying, you got to send a bitch on missions. But when she's on the mission, your mission is to find out where to take her to get some money. Do that make sense to you?
Makes a lot of sense.
Do what?
It makes a lot of sense. Sounds like you're using the dream to try to finance.
Well, fuck it, man. Don't be hung up on the dream and fantasizing shit. That was just some shit I talked about. If you do have a dream, if that's the case, to become a pimp, I can see you saying what you're saying, but don't get hung up on it. Just do what the fuck you thinking. And if, let's say, I gave you some info, use it. Man, what I'm saying to all you guys, it's not like you think. You make it impossible. That's how you think. It's not possible. You make it where you can't do it. That's why you think the way you think. Because you want to do it, but you don't want to do it. If you want to do something, you don't think normally about it. You change everything you've been thinking about it so that you can do it. Because if what you was thinking about it was what you need to think, you would have done it. Do that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, brother. So, we good. Unless you got something else.
No, man. I'm speaking.
All right, brother. Cool. All right. I'm sorry, 414. It was a long time, but I'm sorry. What's up?
Man, nothing much, man. Checking in with you, OG. How's it going?
Everything is cool with me, brother.
Man, like I said, man, I love checking in with you and what you've been talking about right now about the confidence with the babes and stuff.
Yeah, but wait. Ask the question, man. What's your question?
Okay, the question. My fault. My fault, man. My mind be moving.
Come on, it ain't no thing.
Okay. How do you continue to be so sharp, old school, and not let rust come upon
You know what, man? You don't sound old enough to even ask that question, but it's a fucking good question. You know, because there. Hold on one second, brother. Hey, 414, you there?
you? Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the way I do it is I try to stay in communication with people like you, younger, doing what you doing, the way you doing it. And I mean, I stay away from people my age. I mean, I speak to them, blah, blah, blah. But I don't fucking go nowhere a motherfucker my age go. Because I'm not trying to do that kind of goddamn shit. I wanna stay. I mean, of course, I want to be sharp, but you know, just to use an old school word, hip. I want to be hip. You know, I don't want to be a motherfucker that remember how to be hip. You know, now I want to be a motherfucker that ain't got enough energy to be hip. But, you know, but I want to know how to be hip. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I know how to be hip, I'm gonna know how to kick it. And as long as I know how to kick it, my ass is gonna be cool. At least that's the way I think. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, man. It's just I've been tuning in. I ain't been tuning in a while, and I was like, man, you drop some gems on about
Brother, the thing about
challenging yourself.
the thing about Rosebud, man, is that if you listen to me 7 years ago, I was saying the same shit about being a motherfucker and how to be one. Of course, times change, different shit change. So, of course, I add new things. But I believe that 1600 till now, men or how to be a man has not changed. Times have changed because I'm saying, you know, there was dinosaurs and they was gone, and then you know there was wagons and horses, then they was gone, and then there was cars. So things change. I'm not saying things don't change. I'm just saying being a man don't change.
Sir.
All right.
Got you. Thank you for the game.
Hey, you know it, man. Be cool.
Yeah.
Hey, all you guys. Oh, wait. I forgot I got another gun. Oh, no, I don't. All you guys, man. My thing is I have dudes ask me how they turn out, you know, if they don't have this or that. And what I'm saying is I never answer those questions. But you want to know why? Because what the fuck did I have when I turned out? What the fuck did Shantae have when he turned out? I'm just saying, you guys use all kinds of crutches so that you won't do anything. Well, if I don't have this or that, then I can't turn out. Oh, okay. I know I didn't have shit. I know hoes are blind and they can't see what you doing or not doing. Yeah, I know hoes are stupid in your opinion. And you motherfuckers want to be a pimp. Hoes today are what society made them. Because most of the dudes in the hoods, no matter if they got t-shirts on, tennis shoes, pants hanging down to the middle of their thigh, they call themselves pimps. Not one of us niggas who made noise in the game had shit when we turned out. Not one of us. Shit is so watered down that every single dude in the hood is a fucking pimp. And why? Not because they idolize what a pimp do, but because they think a pimp don't do shit, just collect money. And that fits right into their lazy ass program. You'd be surprised at how many of your motherfucking friends think just what I just said. And if you notice, none of the people who claim to be able to speak to you about a pimp or a hoe are even qualified to do so. A psychologist that studied psychology does not know why a hoe or a pimp does what they do. They only know what studies have shown. What I'm saying is, I ain't from a broken family. My mother and father had income. So not one of them motherfuckers ever spoke to a real hoe or a real pimp. Psychologists speak to criminals who want to make some kind of deal, or a person who's been in therapy for some kind of fucking reason, or a person who blames their problems on the latest culprit, and they say what the media has programmed them to say. Psychologists never speak to the real ones. So how could they know what the fuck they talking about? If you compare a person who pimps and a person who sticks pins and other things in their skin for pleasure, which one would you be? Nah, see, they're different, but they're the same kind of people to you, because you don't understand what either one of them's thinking to do what they fucking do. Me personally, I don't know what a motherfucker's thinking who hang from the ceiling with pins stuck in their goddamn skin. I don't know what they thinking any more than that fucking psychologist knows why a hoe turns out. The difference is I don't pretend to know. See, a good hoe does what her mans want almost before he asks it. Sure, a good hoe has a lot of time to think about what her man is doing, especially if he's got, a gang of hoes, but a good hoe mostly don't care what her fucking man is doing unless he's with her. She ain't preoccupied with what he's doing when he not with her, because she's been shown numerous of times that this motherfucker thinks with the right head. I'm thinking with the head on my shoulder. I ain't thinking with the head between my legs. And this is precisely what makes her motherfucking ass so wet thinking about me. I mean, a good hoe gonna take the time to learn what her man wants, what he like. And she gonna do it without him asking her to, because she wants him to feel like a king. And she's the kind of woman who will compete to be the one that gets, if that's the case, to ride up front with this fly nigga. And ain't gonna trip if she don't win. This can only occur if the nigga she's with is down and dirty and have shown all his women how to think and act. See, a nigga will never be caught in a strip club showering another nigga's hoe with money. This nigga has a clean record of never being a chippy nigga talking about he don't fuck hoes. If you don't fuck hoes, who the fuck do you fuck? You fuck a goddamn bitch that ain't paying you?
Call from
What's up, bro?
What's going on? Hey, bud.
Yeah.
So, when you were talking about catching women, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay to tell a woman that you're nervous?
I mean, I ain't gonna say it ain't okay, but why would you want to tell a bitch you nervous?
I mean, if it's real.
Listen, man, there is a way to do that, and it don't sound sucker like you sounded. You supposed to say something like, let's say the bitch told you her name, and I'm just using this. Let's say the bitch told you her name, and you say, "Damn, you forgot her name." You can say, "Girl, you got me so discombobulated that I can't even remember what you told me. I know you told me your name, but otherwise it ain't telling her you nervous. It's saying you want to know her name, but at the same time, you admitted that nervousness. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
So does that answer your question?
Yeah, yeah. And my second question:
What's up?
is there always a time and a place when to shoot your shot at a bitch?
There is always an opportune time, but then that opportune time don't necessarily happen. So you got to make it. So no, I don't want to say there is an opportune, a best place to or time. I want to say there is a such thing as what you're saying, but if you ain't on it when it happens, thinking about it is going to make you miss it anyway.
Right.
You got to be sharp and you got to be down and dirty. You know what I'm saying? And you ready, ABPs always be playing. So no matter what the bitch say, you're already on top of it and you trying to, make your whatever conversation point understood. I don't get into what she's saying enough to forget where I'm coming from.
Got you.
All right?
So really,
Go ahead.
All right.
No, go ahead.
Cool. So, okay. So when you having a conversation with a female, the fact that you don't know what she's gonna say next, exactly, because you can't read her mind, you just gotta focus on what you're gonna say, regardless of what she responds to.
Well, hell yeah, man. Hold on a second. Is that what came in the UPS that I just got?
No, that's for you.
No, that's for me. Where did you get that from?
It came. It's mine. I told you I ordered
So what are you doing here?
I could be in your house.
All right, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead, man. I'm a single dad with a crazy daughter, man. This fucking woman is crazy. Okay, go ahead, bro. Man, she didn't distracted me, but go ahead.
Oh no, you good. So what I was saying was the fact that you don't really know what the woman's gonna say, following that always be playing, right? Your APP.
Stop. Listen, bro. What you saying is kind of right, but I don't want to go into that because going into it would just be reaffirming the wrongness in it. What I'm saying to everybody I talk to, everybody that come to Sidewalk University, you have to know what that bitch is going to say. And you learn that by doing what I call using your arsenal, and you say this or that, and whatever the hell this or that is, you expect, one or two responses. I don't give a fuck if it is exactly what I thought or not. It's going to fit into some category along the lines of what I'm saying. So what I'm saying to her and her response is fitting into somewhere along the way. I'm thinking I can continue with my next line as far as my next sentence at the bitch, which is following my program. And as long as she responds following my program, then I can get at her with another line of mine to see if I can pull her in more. But unless she biting the way I'm saying, you wasting time.
Okay.
Do you know what I just told you?
Yeah, I do.
What did I just tell you?
Basically, what you're saying, you have to know your intention. So everything that you're expecting is going to lead to a certain part that you are expecting her. So,
Bro, I don't know what's wrong with your phone, but what I can hear, you nailed it. sound like you nailed it. I mean, there's a lot of it faded out, but sound like you nailed it. That is what I'm saying. You know, if you ain't got no intentions, and if you don't know what your intentions are, you're not gonna get what you want. And if you don't have your conversation as leading as possible to what you want, then you just talking. See, because people at Sidewalk University understands that a conversation is one of two things. It's a tool or it's a weapon. When it's a tool, you're using your conversation to get what you want and guide whoever it is to do what you want with least resistance. When it's a weapon, you letting the motherfucker know not to fuck with you because you do not play. So neither one of them do you have to say or act like I just said or acted. You can use your conversation and let them know. But when you're using proper etiquette, if that's the case, or the correct words or business type language, you're gonna use that language, but you're gonna still be letting them know that you don't play. That's because you understand that's what conversation is. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be talking. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, bro. Thank you. Hey, that brother had a lot of good shit to talk about. And see, to me, you're talking about, I think I said something about a strip club or whatever. Yeah, I did. Talking about a strip club. And you deal with a lot of dudes in the streets talking about they don't fuck hoes. I don't fuck my hoes. Well, see, there's a cardinal sin for a hoe and a pimp. And it has to do with sex. Cardinal sin. The worst fucking thing you could do is be labeled a chippy. A chippy motherfucker, if he's a pimp, he'll be talking about, I don't fuck them hoes. Well, motherfucker, if you're not a monk or some kind of priest, who the fuck do you be fucking? And the average one of them be fucking bitches that would not give them a dime. Matter of fact, they be not paying to fuck them, but be, paying for shit for the bitch that they fucking. Now, what would, if you was a pimp, imagine, what would you think of a bitch that wanted to give pussy away free? I mean, what would you think of her? I'm just saying you would think that bitch wasn't shit. Yet, you can go fuck a bitch that's not giving you a dime. See, that's what's wrong with the women today. They deal with dudes who do the shit I'm talking about. They deal with these motherfuckers. A good hoe gonna reflect all the information that your ass has laced her with. And if you ain't laced her with shit, that's because you ain't shit. Then she gonna do and execute damn near every fucking thing you give her as far as gain, because that's gonna build her man's reputation. A good bitch, a good hoe, gonna try her damnedest to make sure, her man, if seen by others through what she does, is represented in the highest regards. I'm just saying, you guys, you got to understand what the fuck you did. Excuse me. You got to understand what you're dealing with. This good ass woman could not exist if not inspired by what she thinks a pimp is. The reason rules are important in the game is clearly exemplified in the bullshit that's going on with the political arena. I mean, take the presidential privilege. When not presidential privilege, but whatever, privilege in politics. When real politicians use a word, they use the word in context or in the context it was supposed to be used in. But if you take a word that has genuine meaning and use it loosely so it can cover a blanketed array of objects, you get what we have now. Now, by the same token, when you youngsters take phrases like out of pocket, you under pimp's arrest, or my fee, or she chose me. See, when you say that kind of shit, used in proper context, it would mean something totally different than what you're talking about. And under circumstances that would stand up to scrutiny, the way I'm talking about dealing with shit, as far as my feet, pimps, arrest, blah, 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 sayings, it would stand up. But under your definitions or under the definitions understood, when you say that, it's just going to promote you getting shot. That's all. Pimps arrest, nigga, fuck you. Because there's no understanding about that. If you follow me, you'll have what would stand up to scrutiny. You would have a lot of goddamn opinions about politics today, if that's the case. But you'd have a lot of opinions about what you motherfuckers are doing. You got a gang of motherfuckers believing heads is up. Then you got a gang of motherfuckers believing that tails is up. I mean, supposedly, someone is going to make a determination of which is up. And from that point, you would have to make your case. What I'm saying is, game ain't going to allow you to let a fellow participant misuse any form or phrase of what you're doing. The reason is it would fuck up the game. If you let a motherfucking basketball player take 5 steps and is not considered walking, think about it. Wouldn't that fuck the game? I mean, not walking, traveling. You know, some bitches are out of pocket or they deserve to be charged. They do a lot of out of pocket shit. But that's why a lot of pimps is dead. Because them pimp ass niggas did a lot of out of pocket pimping. Didn't check them bitches. Didn't make them bitches live up to what he talking about. And then he want to stand up for them on the streets. Man, please. What I'm saying is, you know, niggas say some shit about my bitch. And we meet up, of course. And the nigga explains some shit that's, you know, out of pocket. Me and the nigga beef stop right there. Because I'm finna go with that nigga to my bitch and slap the dog shit out of her. Nigga ain't got to do shit. Nigga, you ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is come to me, nigga, and tell me what my bitch did. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna trip by what you saying. I'ma slap that bitch. What I'm saying is it stops because as pimps, we got to go with the pimping. Period, bitch. You shouldn't be involved in any kind of shit. Even if they lying on you, bitch. You was doing something, or else they wouldn't even mention your name. So I'm going to beat your ass about it. Period. But today you got these suckers who know a rule or two. You know, but they play on the meanings of the rules. Just as they do it in politics. You know, don't no motherfucker trust no goddamn politician. Because all they tell is half truths. Do you motherfuckers today want to be seen as politicians? Because believe it or not, that's how y'all seen by these hoes. Y'all politicians, you only tell part of the truth, the part that's gonna get you paid, and fuck the bitch when she go to jail. People who are known to lie, people who are known to bend rules, people who are known that will say anything. That once was politicians, but now is potential pimps. I mean, come on, man. I would never have went for any of the goddamn shit you motherfuckers do. And I can speak for all the niggas I pinned with. In the past 50 years, none of us would have went for the shit you motherfuckers done. No nigga in this game that I know will take a principle of it and dog it. So listen, my thing is this. I'm serious. I've accomplished, or I'm in the process of accomplishing my ultimate goal, which is establishing my university as a viable way to actually learn the things that I'm talking about. How to be confident, how to be more assertive, how to understand the difference between being fucking god damn it, confident and arrogant. There's a difference. Get at me, you guys.